video. I hope you are all well. So today we have a few pickups. I have one charity shop pickup, which we went to the Salvation Army in Newbury and picked up a couple of items there. And on the way I stopped off on a Facebook marketplace where I spent £10 on a bunch of items. I say items, they're all kind of the same narrative. But I think we've done very well. We spent less than £20 today, and definitely going to make quite a bit of money for the Pokefund. So without further ado, I'm just going to go on to what we found at the Salvation Army. So first of all, we have these. I paid £4 for them. They are, if I can open them, I'm hoping I can open them. Basically, a nice brand new pair of rollerblades. Now, I say brand new, they're not brand new, sorry, but they are fairly good condition. I don't see anything wrong with them. They had another pair which were pretty battered and bruised. Now, I haven't done my actual research on them, but I'm going to try and get sort of £15 to £20 for them. So I'm hoping that will basically pay for everything today. Then for £2 I got Trivia Pursuit Disney DVD. I know that some of these games can do well, and the fact that it's Disney, I thought for £2 I'll take the risk, and I hope that the risk is good, because you'll see in a minute that I pretty much have a duplicate. And then what else do we have? I have two more items. I had to check this. Hang on a sec, let me just double check. So, yep, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, so we paid £7.60 in the Salvation Army. I had to just double check, because I paid £9.85 in total. But that's because for £2.25, my wife bought a mystery box of clothes for £2.25, which wasn't too bad. For 50, well, they were 50p each pound I spent on these. Are two metal bookshelves. Are basically, it looks like Tinkerbell. It pretty much is Tinkerbell. So I know that bookshelves actually can do quite well on eBay. Now, there is no branding on them, but I thought for £1 they're definitely worth a little bit more. And if they take too long to sell, then it is car boot season. And like I said, I paid £1. I'll definitely get a couple quid at the car boot, so my money is safe there no matter what. And then the final thing that I got was this. Now, I guess there's two ways to look at this. I was lucky on something that I never showed the camera, but I bought for 10p in the same charity shop, was the James Bond collection. Now, I did sell that as well, so I sold that for like 6 quid on Vinted, I believe, and I only paid 10p. Now, unfortunately, I didn't have the same person, and what they done was there were 6 DVDs in here, so they charged me 60p. So it's normally 10p a DVD. Now, I knew either or, it was going to go either way. I was hoping it was going to go the 10p way, but in the end I paid 60p for this. Now, the reason I got this is because something that we're going to have as like a side quest is looking at CEX, and the reason for that is you'll see with my other business and that there are auctions that I'm looking to go to in the future, that I buy kind of games and sort of like consoles, etc. And I do get CX vouchers because I will then buy one premium item and sort of sell it at the CEX price. So I'm kind of doubling, trebling, quadrupling my money with CEX voucher to basically buy a high-end item to then sell it for that exact same price. So it just basically means that something that I buy for like £100, I probably only invested sort of £25–30 into. So that's kind of what I'm looking into. But this does trade in for, I think, either £4 or £6. I can't quite remember. So for 60p, I didn't really mind. Or I might even try and sell it on Vinted and try and kind of get 5–6 quid for it. So I will worry about that another day, but I just got that because why not? So that was what I got from Bernardo's, not Bernardo's, sorry, Salvation Army. And then I saw on today's Friday, so on Wednesday I saw a bundle. I was looking at game bundles, and all of a sudden a load of board games came up, and they wanted £10. Now I thought it was £10 an item, but nope, lo and behold, it was actually £10 for the lot. Now, board games are one of those hit and misses. There are some board games that are really, really cheap and really are just a pain in the backside to sell. But then there are some that actually sell really quite easy. So I took the punt on it. I thought for 10 quid, worst case scenario, car boot again, a couple quid board game, you'll make your money. So lo and behold, here is the same game as what we bought in the Salvation Army. It is a little bit more battered, this one, so I will probably ask for a couple of quid less than this than the other one, because the other one is in very good condition, and hopefully all the parts are kind of here, but it looks like it's all there, so that's a bonus. I will do all my kind of due diligence before posting it online, but again, we have a nice item here. Then we have a Pavilion Save the Seal game. Now, on the back, that is kind of what it is. Again, I'm not sure about prices on these games yet. I mean, it's a Toys R Us game apparently. But something like this, I normally get sort of like 4 or 5 quid on eBay. So again, if I kind of like look at it as a nutshell, even if you sell them for like £4 a game, I've got over 10 games here, so I've definitely doubled my money minimum. Then we have a game here, which I've never heard of, called Pick Your Poison. Now, little games like this actually can sell really well. I don't know what's in here. So it, I don't even know what this is. So it looks like just a basic card game. Looks pretty decent. Might have a look at it. Might play it with the wife. Or I don't know if my kids can play it actually. Play is 3 to 10, so I need more than my wife. I don't know what it really is. It says Pick Your Poison is a party game where you anonymously answer would you rather questions. Okay, better not play that with the kids. This one I can play with the kids. It is Monopoly Junior. Now these sell really easy. Monopoly are very good. Again, you're always guaranteed to kind of get 5 to 10 quid on Monopoly, and there is definitely, I think, if I'm correct, a Monopoly in here that is a little bit more pricier than normal. Then we have the standard Kerplunk. Again, games like this do sell really well on eBay. I think I've sold these before for sort of 8 quid. So as long as all the parts are there, like I did say, I have taken a risk with the parts. But sometimes things like Kerplunk, as long as the main frame are there, if you're missing a marble, it's not the end of the world. As long as you do state it, then we are all good. Then we have a Fisher-Price jigsaw. It's an interactive jigsaw. So I've never seen this, but again, Fisher-Price are good. I do have 3 daughters that are 5, 2 and 1 years old, so I'm not afraid to keep a couple of these games behind for my own children, because I will still make a bit of a profit. So that is the first box, and then the second box we have a sealed the stone kind of painting. Again, you kind of get them from what you call it over in the UK, the Works. But again, even if I can't sell it, I'm sure that I can get a couple quid for this in the car boot. Then we have a Round with Malice. Again, these sort of games you'll weirdly find can actually go for quite a bit. It looks like a card game. I'll have a proper look at it tomorrow. But it's an armchair golf game with no holds barred. So something a little bit different. Then we have the Sleepover Party game. So again, something a bit different. I've not seen this game before. And hopefully we might hit a little bit of a gem. Then we have I think this might be a puzzle, to be fair. Is it a puzzle? It is a puzzle. How many pieces is this? Not too sure. Can I? It's not a big puzzle. Probably 150, 200 piece puzzle of Disney Simpson. Again, always good when you get branded games. Then we have Cranium Junior. Now, I used to have this as a kid, and I definitely enjoyed it as a child. But again, easily a good £4 to £5 there. Then we have the Magic Maze. Now, I did actually check this because I was like, oh, what's this? And hopefully everything's here, because recent sold sell for about £12 to £15 alone. So that is a nice little score. And if that does sell, then of course everything has been paid for. Then we also have another Monopoly Junior, but this one is My Little Pony. Again, anything that is branded always helps, and My Little Pony being a huge brand, hopefully I can get a good £5 to £10 again. Now, this is a game that I actually might keep, just because I think it would be funny to play with my daughter. It says 5+, but I mean it nicely. My 2-year-old would happily put a face there and get splattered by squirty cream, so I may have to keep this game. It is good fun. Not an expensive game, but again, a nice Hasbro board game. Then we have a Brain Fit kind of game. Nothing much there, but maybe a couple of quid. Then we have, I didn't actually see this in the pictures, Trivial Pursuit Disney. No, that is quite good, because I did actually search this one up when I was looking at the Trivial Pursuit in the charity shop, and this actually does sell for about £15 as well, so a nice little bonus there. Then we have a memory card game, again probably something that I'll put onto my car boot fodder. Then we have Kids versus Adult Who's Boss. These sort of games actually weirdly are small, but they can sell quite nicely. It says £5 on there, and you probably actually will find that you'll get that on eBay. Then we have Disney Family Trivia. Again, I do like Disney logoed games. They do sell very easily. Then the second to last game we have is Treasure Hunt. Again, nothing massively expensive, but worst case scenario is car boot fodder. And the final game, which is kind of what caught my eye, it sells on eBay quite regularly for about £20. It might be harder to sell over in the UK, and the reason I say that is it's a massive American franchise, so a lot of these eBay sales were from America, but they were selling for about £20 to £25. But it is Monopoly NHL edition. Now, like I say, it is selling quite regularly on eBay in America for about £20 to £25. I'm hoping to get sort of 20 quid online. If everything's there, that would be an absolute bonus. But I thought that's what caught my eye. Let's have a look. When I saw that was about £20, I was already interested, and everything else was a bonus. But now I've got everything here, I think we've definitely hit a good score. For £10, you can't complain. Your money's definitely safe. Yes, it might take a little bit of time to kind of resell some of the stuff. So when I do buy stuff, I'm there under the impression that I want to make my money back quite quickly. As long as I sell a couple of items quite quick to recoup my £10, then you can keep investing and keep investing and keep investing. Of course, the biggest thing that I'll ever say as a rebuyer and a seller is make sure you know you've got the space to sell, because there will be items here that will stay with me for like a year, and it is annoying, but just remember that those are the sort of items that eventually, when they do sell, is an extra £3, £4, £5 into the kitty that you weren't expecting, and it's just pure profit at that point. So it's a long game reselling. I've been in it enough times to see it take a little bit of time. It's just about patience. But if you are patient, you're aware of the surroundings of buying and reselling, you aren't afraid to take a risk every now and then, you can hit these jackpots. And I'm not saying this is a jackpot. This isn't something that's going to make me thousands of pounds, but this is something that I paid £10, and this isn't going to lose me any money. If anything, I am probably going to make a easy 50, 60, 70 pound worth of profit into the Pokefund eventually. As long as I make my £10 back within sort of 2 weeks, I'm happy. So that is everything for this video. Let me know if one of you still play board games, and if so, what is your favourite board game? And also let me know what you think the best score in this video was so far. I definitely think it probably was my Monopoly, but I haven't really done much research on half the game, so I could be quite pleasantly shocked. And of course, if you are new around here, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and of course stay tuned for more videos. And until next time, guys, I shall see you all.
Thanks for watching. Gotta fund them all. Don't forget to subscribe for more. Leave a comment and let us know your thoughts.